A study is done to determine, at the 5% level of significance, if the traffic accidents occur with equal frequency throughout the week. Of the 70 accidents pulled from the files, the distribution of the observed traffic accidents is shown below. Sunday, 11 accidents, Monday, 9, Tuesday, 6, Wednesday, 5, Thursday, 12, Friday, 13, and Saturday, 14. What is the value of the test statistic for a chi-square goodness of fit or multinomial test? Is it A0, B2, C.72, D22.8, or E7.2? Before we can do the chi-square goodness of fit in our calculator, we need to come up with a few values because it's going to ask us for a few things. It's going to ask us for the expected value. The expected value is the sum of the observed divided by the number of categories. So let me write that down here for us. Expected equals sum of observed divided by the number of categories. The number of categories is denoted by the small letter K, and that's going to be important. Okay, so our observed are the number of accidents they pulled from the files, the 11, 9, 6, 5, 12, 13, and 14. If you were to add those up, you would get 70. So our expected actually equals the sum of over here. The sum of 70 divided by our number of categories. Remember, our number of categories were the days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that is 7. And that number then equals 10. It's also going to ask us for degrees of freedom when we go to do the chi-square goodness of fit test in the calculator. And the degrees of freedom is denoted by K. Remember, that was the number of categories minus 1. Our number of categories was 7 minus 1. So our degrees of freedom is going to be 6. Okay, let's bring up the calculator. We're now ready to look at this chi-square goodness of fit test. First thing we need to do is we need to enter our values in the calculator. So we'll go to Stat and Edit. We need to clear out any old values, so make sure that your calculator is clear of old values. You can do this by going up to the top, arrowing up to the top, hitting clear, coming back down. That will clear out your old values. L1 is going to be our observed, so it'll be 11, 9, whoops, we only want 9 in there, 9, 6, 5, 12, 13, and 14. Our expected number is going to go into L2. Remember, we said our expected for each day was 10. We found that by the number observed, or entering the total number observed, dividing by the number of categories. So we'll enter 10 in our L2. We need to enter that for each observed value. So we will enter 10 7 times. Okay, now we have our information in there, so we're going to go to second and quit. Now we're going to go back to Stat. This time we're going to arrow over to Test and arrow down until we find the chi-square goodness of fit test. There it is. Okay, our observed is in L1, expected in L2. The degrees of freedom is 6. Now we'll hit calculate, enter, and chi-squared equals 7.2, and hopefully that would be one of our answers because that's what we want. And yes, it is. That's letter E. So our answer is letter E, 7.2. Letter E.